Yo, what's up everyone, it's Ajeru. And look, we've all been there, scrolling through those college acceptance letters, seeing the tuition fees and wondering, how am I going to make this happen? It's a huge investment, but the good news is, it doesn't have to break the bank. Today, we're diving deep into the world of fully funded scholarships. We're not talking about those small, one-time awards. We're talking about the big leagues, the scholarships that cover tuition, living expenses, maybe even some extra cash for, those late-night study snacks. I'm breaking down the entire process step by step so you can find the right scholarships, craft applications that stand out, and ultimately secure the funding you need to pursue your dreams. Plus, I've got some AI tools that are about to make your life so much easier. Stick around to the end, because I've got a bonus tip that most students completely miss. Let's get started. Alright, so you're ready to hunt down those scholarships. The first mistake I see people making is relying solely on generic Google searches. Now don't get me wrong, Google's a powerful tool, but it's like using a shotgun when you need a sniper rifle. You're going to get a ton of results, but most of them won't be the perfect fit. Instead, think about this. What makes you, you? What are your passions, your skills, your background? There are scholarships out there tailored to almost every niche imaginable. Are you passionate about environmental science? Boom, there's a scholarship for that. Are you a first-generation college student? There's a scholarship for that too. Next up, we've got dedicated scholarship platforms. These are like curated app stores for scholarships. Websites like Scholly, Unigo, and CapEx have massive databases that you can filter by your specific criteria. It's like having a personal scholarship assistant. Don't underestimate the power of your network. Talk to your guidance counselor, teachers, and even family friends who might know about hidden scholarship opportunities. Remember, sometimes the best resources are right in front of you. Now here's where things get really interesting. AI is changing the game. There are AI-powered scholarship finders that take all of your information, your interests, your grades, your background, and match you with the most relevant scholarships. Think of it like a dating app, but for scholarships. Some of my favorites include Ageru, of course, Scholarship Owl, and GrantMe. These platforms use sophisticated algorithms to save you time and increase your chances of finding the perfect match. And hey, don't forget about your college's financial aid office. They often have lists of scholarships specifically for their students. It's like a secret stash of scholarship gold that most people don't even know about. The key takeaway here is this: be strategic, be specific, and don't be afraid to use all the tools at your disposal, especially those powered by AI. Okay, so you found a few scholarships that catch your eye. Awesome. But before you dive headfirst into the application process, hit that pause button for a second. There's nothing worse than pouring your heart and soul into an application only to realize you didn't meet the eligibility requirements. Trust me, I've been there, and it's a huge time waster. That's why this next step is crucial due diligence. Every scholarship has a specific set of requirements. It's like a checklist you need to tick off before you even think about applying. First up, the obvious stuff: GPA requirements. Some scholarships have strict GPA cutoffs while others are more flexible. Make sure you meet the minimum requirement before you even consider applying. Next, check the location requirements. Some scholarships are restricted to students from specific states, countries, or even regions. Don't waste your time on a scholarship that you're not eligible for based on your location. Field of study. This one's important. Many scholarships are designed for students pursuing specific majors or academic disciplines. Make sure your chosen field aligns with the scholarship's focus. And here's the thing, sometimes it's not just about the hard facts. Some scholarships are looking for specific qualities or experiences. Maybe they're looking for students who demonstrate leadership potential, community involvement, or a commitment to a particular cause. Pay close attention to these criteria, and if you don't meet them, move on. There are plenty of other scholarships out there that are a better fit. Remember, applying for scholarships is a numbers game to some extent, but you don't want to waste valuable time on applications that are dead ends from the start. By carefully checking the eligibility requirements, you're setting yourself up for success and maximizing your chances of winning. Alright, let's get real for a second. You found the perfect scholarships, you meet all the requirements, now it's time to build a rock-solid application. This is where the magic happens, but it's also where people trip up. Think of your application documents as your secret weapons. They're your chance to showcase your skills, your experiences, and your passion in a way that grabs the attention of the scholarship committee. First up, the Holy Grail, your transcript. This little document is a snapshot of your academic journey. It tells the story of your hard work, your dedication, and your ability to excel. Make sure it's up to date and reflects your best work. Next, letters of recommendation. These are like testimonials from the people who know you best. Your teachers, mentors, or even employers who can vouch for your character, your work ethic, and your potential. But here's the thing about recommendation letters. Generic is the enemy. Don't settle for bland, cookie-cutter letters that could have been written for anyone. Reach out to recommenders who genuinely know you, who have seen your passion and your drive firsthand. Give them specific examples of your accomplishments and the qualities you want them to highlight. And always give them plenty of notice. Now, let's talk about your resume. This document is your highlight reel, a concise and impactful summary of your skills, experiences, and achievements. Tailor it to each scholarship you apply for, highlighting the skills and experiences that are most relevant to their criteria. And finally, the piece de resistance, your statement of purpose, SOP. This is your chance to tell your story, to connect with the scholarship committee on a personal level, and to convince them that you are the one they've been waiting for. We'll dive deeper into crafting a killer SOP in the next chapter. Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the statement of purpose, SOP. This is the document that can make or break your scholarship application. It's your chance to make a lasting impression, to connect with the scholarship committee on a human level, and to convince them that you are the perfect candidate. Here's the thing. Most students approach the SOP like a laundry list of achievements. They rattle off their grades, their awards, their extracurricular activities, and call it a day. But here's the secret. The SOP is not about bragging. It's about storytelling. Think of your SOP as a compelling narrative that draws the reader in and keeps them engaged from beginning to end. Start with a strong hook, something that captures the reader's attention and makes them want to learn more about you. Maybe it's a personal anecdote, a surprising fact, or a bold statement that sets the tone for your story. Next, introduce yourself. Not just your name and where you're from, but your passions, your values, and what makes you tick. This is your chance to show the scholarship committee who you are beyond the grades and the test scores. Then, dive into your experiences, but don't just list them. Weave them into your narrative, showing how they've shaped you, challenged you, and inspired you to pursue your goals. Connect your experiences to the scholarship's mission and values. Show the committee why you're passionate about their cause and how receiving this scholarship will help you make a difference in the world. And finally, end with a strong conclusion that leaves a lasting impression on the reader. Reiterate your passion, your commitment, and your gratitude for the opportunity. You've made it to the final stage, the online application. You've found the perfect scholarships, checked all the eligibility requirements, gathered your documents, and crafted a killer SOP. Now, it's time to hit that submit button. But hold on a second. Before you do, take a deep breath and double-check these 3 crucial things. Trust me, this last-minute review can make all the difference. First, proofread everything. And I mean everything. Your application form, your essays, your resume, even your contact information. Typos, grammatical errors, and formatting inconsistencies can make you look careless and unprofessional. It's worth taking the extra time to have a fresh pair of eyes review your application. Ask a teacher, a mentor, or a friend to proofread for you. They might catch errors that you missed. Second, make sure you're submitting everything in the correct format. Most scholarship applications have specific file format and size requirements. Double-check these requirements before you submit to avoid any last-minute technical difficulties. And finally, don't wait until the last minute to submit your application. Technical glitches happen, internet connections fail, and life throws curveballs. Give yourself plenty of time to submit your application well before the deadline to avoid any unnecessary stress. Once you've double-checked everything, hit that submit button with confidence. You've put in the work, you've showcased your best self, and now it's time to let the scholarship committee decide. And that's it. Follow these steps, use the AI hacks, and I promise, your chances of winning a fully funded scholarship will skyrocket. Remember, this is an investment in your future, and it's worth putting in the effort. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, and subscribe to my channel for more scholarship tips, tricks, and AI tools that will give you an edge in the application process. And hey, I'm here to help you every step of the way. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or need help with any part of the process. I personally reply to every single comment. Now go out there and make those scholarship dreams a reality.